Hello. So today, actually, I'm going to talk about the books that I own, the books that I have read, the books that I would love to read. So I have about um 9 to 10 books in total. So we all know, am I a good reader? No. Do I still read it? Yes. Why? Because I like reading, but I'm not good at like other people where they can read about a book in a whole week or two books in a week. I'm like, how do you do that? I'm on the same book for the last 2 years. The problem is I have been on the same book for the last 2 years, plus I have started two new books, and I'm like, who are we thinking we are? You know? But who am I to judge? My books, my way of reading it, my rules. So one of the first books that I would like to talk about is this book called Greenlights by Matthew McConaughey, my really, really favorite actor. Something that I love about this book actually is it's about how life comes under green light, yellow light, and red light. A lot of time we are going through it and how to focus on green light. Sometimes the light that looks like a red light, meaning could be you're at a life event where life is just chaotic and you're hitting rock bottom. But it's up to you that you see that that stop is not a full stop. It's just a security, a protection way of you sitting with your chaos, looking at it, why it's happening, what can I do with it, how can I get better. So stuff like that. And it's also about and then a mix of wild stories that he has. I love the story he shared about his mom and dad in it. It's really amazing how life can come back to you in different way. It's the same way of like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are people who resonate with this. A lot of times, if you read a book, at first it may talk to you differently, but maybe if you reread the same book for after like a year or two, you're in a different phase of your life. You're in a different light, whether it's a green light, yellow light, or red light. And you reread the same book, but it talks to you differently. It speaks to you differently. And it helps you differently to navigate your now situation, or you see yourself growing out of the situations. I also love that this book has small insights like this. So I think this is really cute. It's really an innovative way of, you feel like you're with the person, you're in their story and not just reading a book. Okay. I would say give this book a go if you want to know about Matthew McConaughey, if you want to know about how struggle is one part of your life. It's not the only part. You're gonna go through different emotions. You're gonna meet people with different backgrounds, different stories, different attachments. He shared a story about one of the people he stayed with for a longer time in Australia. That's a great story too. So I would really recommend this book if you want to know about him, about life, and anybody who's an actor, who's an artist, like how to overcome certain situation where you feel like you're hitting the wall. Yeah. This book actually, I came across this book a long time ago, but I didn't get a chance to buy it. So I kept like, I was like, I'm gonna buy it, buy it, buy it. And then I traveled to India to visit family and friends, and I happened to come across this sweet book, Ikigai. I bet a lot of you have heard about this book. It's a really sweet book and a simple book. A lot of time we make our life so complicated in terms of, it has to be this, or new life cycles, where we forget about simple pleasures and simple meaning of success. There's a materialistic success, and there is a success that gives you fulfillment. So this book actually talks about fulfillment. This book also has real life insights, so really recommend it. And I'm a person I love things to documentaries and reading books which are real life or have metaphors from real life. Really inspires me, where I can see, oh, this person has gone through this and they've overcome it. So can I. And I bet a lot of people feel the same way. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a really bad, actually, no. I think it's a sweet habit. I like it because I think that's registered in my head when I'm reading a book. So even if I read like 5 pages, I am aware of every single page, like what story it was, what's it talking about, why is it so? Because I am old school when it comes to reading books. So I'm gonna read books with a pencil in my hand. I don't do notepads. I don't do. I mean, it's okay if you whatever works for you. But I'm already a pen and copy person, pen and book person. So I always have a pencil on me or like a highlighter on me where I can write down what I felt or how I understood it. definitely I would recommend this book. And in our modern life, we need that balance where we can come back to home. So this book's Take You Home, which is not about Japan or about Japanese way, but it's about getting in touch with who you are, where you live your life for you first, and it's not selfish. It's just like simple things where you get to do, where you take care of yourself, how you eat, what you eat, how you talk to yourself. So yeah, sweet book. Now this book, okay, I know a lot of these days people are like going by manifestation, storyboarding, this and that. In 2014 or 13, I came across the book called The Secret. I know we all have heard about that book by Rhoda Byrne. And one of my colleagues, who was also my friend, and she's still a sweet friend, she mentioned it to me about that book. So I went through the whole like loophole about what this book is about, what this does to you, how you can rewire your brain, and all that stuff. But it helps me. So this book is called The Magic. It's written with the same writer. I think so it's really nice to understand about how your simple daily habits can rewire your brain. So I would recommend this, but also don't just go by delusion. Do have delusion, 100%. Plus, have action. If you have action, you can get it done, rather than just thinking about it. I mean, I have also been a place where I also think about it, but that's overthinking. So make sure you check in with yourself, like understand your patterns, where you feel like, oh, I'm getting into the loophole of overthinking about something. What helps me from overthinking is also being like telling myself really out loud, hey, you're right now here. That helps. But in terms of this book, I am almost done with this book. I think I am on a day 20. No, not day 23. What is this? Oh, really sweet. This book thingy. Let's see where I got it from the library. Yeah. I am actually on day 22nd. So I'm here. And as I said, like I haven't finished a lot of books that I started, but I do read. Yeah. Depends on my mood and day, what I feel like, and then I go by that. But yeah, it's about before your very eyes. No, for your very eyes, yes. You could see I was having a hot moment reading it because I feel like I growing up, I have had hardest time than other students when I was like reading. Oh, I would get like panic attacks when reading class, like paragraphs in class, like where you're getting a turn. Every student was reading something, and I started to understand how can I understand, how do I learn. It's just an extra effort that I have to give, and nothing wrong with it. So be chill with yourself. Even if you have a hard time, you can still read and write. And a lot of people who have had dyslexia are successful. So don't to beat yourself up. But yeah, read this book if you want to. It's pretty decent about daily habits and how you can rewire your brain. A lot of times the opportunity is in front of you, but you're not looking at it because you're thinking from a lack mindset. My favorite book. Okay. This is the book I think so I took the longest and I'm still not done with it. This is the book I'm telling you I've been reading for 2 years. So this book is very much in your face, to the point, very blunt, straightforward, assertive, real life things and real life solutions. And the person who's a writer is also very much in tune with who they are, who he is. This book is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. If you know, you know. This book is really, really good. Now, this book let me show you guys. Okay, wait. Okay. I have a habit, and I told you guys I have a habit. I have a habit of writing on my book. So if you ever borrowed a book from me, you will see my pointers and stuff like that. So I would go, if you can see, yeah. So if a paragraph is saying something, it might take me like 5 times to read the same paragraph to understand what it actually meant. Like I can read it, but it needs to register in my head. So sometimes I will write it in my own words, what it's me, you know. So it's really like I don't tap to just getting it done. It has to register in my head what it does say. And well, I think so by reading books, it stays with you. So that's my way. If you have gone through dyslexia or you're still struggling with it, be chill, man. You can just do it. Yeah. So can I, so can you, so can anybody else. Love this book. And I love Mark Manson. If you ever want to borrow this book, I got you. Now, this book, I actually have done the audiobook for this. And the audiobook, I was really fast, girl. I was really fast. I got it done in, I think so, 3 days. Yes. Yeah, it's called Atomic Habits. It's a really sweet book, too. It's about atomic habits. Atomic means small little changes in your day-to-day things that will compound in a month or a week or a year to better results. This book is really practical. This book's about also real life situation. I love the metaphors they're using in this. Writing it, yeah. I don't, yeah. It has to register in my head to like what they're talking about, what they're saying. Then I try to compare it with the situation that might resonate with my life and what they're talking about, and then I come to a conclusion to what can help me. Yes, another really important factor that stayed with me and always is in my head. It's about having a system, and then system will lead to actions. The action will lead to results. So definitely check this book out. The small habits that you're putting is going to compound and give you results. With everything that I can tell you guys, something I want you to keep in your mind is you can read 1,000 books, but what matters is you apply those things in your life. Now, don't apply all the books. Apply what makes sense to you, what resonates with your life thing, or whatever resonates with your solution that you're looking for. The goal that you have and the person you are, all those things will make you a human being who can handle the responsibilities that your goal is going to come with. So keep that in mind. Whenever I got into film industry, I was like, okay, film industry, blah, blah, blah. But the responsibility it comes with is not a joke. There is you really need to give up about this, and you really need to love what you do. Otherwise, you're gonna back down. Like, it didn't work out. It was hard. Because whatever your goal is, it's gonna require a lot of discipline. And you're gonna have to also experience the death of your ego. When that happens, that's a big one. But I don't want to scare you, but that does happen. And this book is my sweet Mel Robbins book. Before I say I love this book of hers, I have listened to every single podcast of her on YouTube in 2023. And that helped me so much. I cannot tell you. Being practical about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm a big practitioner of that phrase, of that one exercise, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I tell you I had a certain pattern of OCD, I had it, yeah. But this book is called 5-Second Rule, as it said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a really sweet book. I recommend this book again if you want to transfer your life and have a work ethic and be responsible for the action that you take. In your life, you cannot blame people. At the end of the day, it's your decision how you're gonna choose to react to it. It took me years to get to this point and be able to say that. I used to be like, I'm gonna fix the world. You can fix who you are, how you react to things, and the world around you is gonna change automatically. It's gonna be not a one-day thing, it's a lifetime thing. So yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do read all these books or the books that you like. Again, these are the books that I've read wish list at the moment. The book actually I'm a really, really eager to read is called Start With Yourself by Emma Grete. She's brains. I love her. And then there's another book called Before the Coffee Gets Cold that apparently has about 4 to 5 series. So I'm going to start with before the coffee gets cold, and then finish all of them. But before I start any of those, I think I'm going to finish the subtle way of the subtle art of the subtle art of not giving. And then after that book, I'm gonna read the book by Emma Grede, Start With Yourself. Until then, read whatever you can. And also, like, something I was actually talking to one of my family about it. If you feel like you're having a hard time reading, the best solution to it is don't make a big deal out of it. Yeah, it's just book reading. Don't like be too hard on yourself. Like, I gotta make a solution out of this. I got to have to make a big deal out of this. This is by blah blah blah. At first, you're not probably gonna understand it, and that's okay. This is very normal. And when you do understand it, great. But I would say the best solution that can help you is, like, in a way, if you think morning works better for you, try morning. If afternoon works better for you, try afternoon. If before bed works for you, try before bed. But I want you to set a goal that you're gonna read 5 pages a day. That's gonna help you. So, I mean, I get it. We all are sometimes too busy with our days. So I mean, I have been on this one book for 2 years. Who am I to judge? So do for you, and because you want to read it, and not make a big deal out of it too. And do sticky notes, do pencils, do pen, I don't know, girl. Do whatever works for you. So just, yeah. Strive with, if you think like, don't think about, it's 100, 200 pages. Don't think about the end. Think about what right now you can do about it. It's 5 pages. If not 5 pages, 2 pages. Not 2 pages, 1 page. Not 1 page, 1 paragraph. You're not making stupid anybody else. You're making stupid for you if you're giving yourself excuses. Yeah, and again, like, don't make a big deal out of it. Just read if you want to read. If you don't want to read, don't read. If you think audiobooks works for you, do that, babe. Just do that. It's basically whatever works for you. Until next time, boy. Shoo-loo-loo. Bye. Love you. Oh, also, don't forget to follow me on socials. And I'm going to be posting another video very soon. So I'll post on my socials about that video I'm going to post in. So stay tuned. All right. Love you. Happy weekend. And stay hydrated. Eat well. Eat your veggies. And mind your business. Yeah. Bye.